Hi, welcome and welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Well, I finished day one of my 30-day detox, and it didn't go exactly the way that I would have liked, but I finished the important things. And aside from a dull headache, I feel pretty good. And tomorrow's another day. So here's to kicking off 2022 by prioritizing health and wellness. At any rate, narcissists get a twofer when they discard one of their targets in front of the others. And there are a lot of variables that come into play during this time that kind of fuel the fire in that situation. But one is FOMO, or fear of missing out. And basically, the narcissist has likely portrayed themselves as someone of value, someone who is, educated to a certain degree, or they've cleaned their act up enough to kind of pass inspection, so to speak, and they've maybe added some future faking into the mix, maybe in the form of opportunities. This could apply to any relationship really, but I'm thinking more like fake friends, scammy, con artist type. But, plug in any number of relationships and the same principles can apply. But the FOMO, the fear of missing out, can feel very real when a particular target who is maybe trying to expose the narcissist, or who's figured them out, who's caught them in a lie, who is maybe circling back to clear their name because they're afraid of a smear campaign, which narcissists will do. And check out my video on how the narcissist needs for you to care. But FOMO is real, and that feeling is real. The source of the FOMO is fake because the narcissist, wears a mask, puts up a facade, lies to everyone, and pretends to be something that they're not. And the future faking, of course, is just a constant moving of the goalpost and just dangling of a carrot that the targets are never going to get. That being said, the other thing that comes into play in addition to FOMO is compliance. And they kind of go hand in hand really, because the FOMO fuels the compliance. So when the other targets see a particular target getting discarded publicly, the narcissist, when they feel the threat of exposure, they're going to be angry, they're going to be fearful, and they're going to lash out at whoever or whatever the perceived or real threat is. And as a result, it's very dramatic, as only the narcissist can do. They will discard the truth teller in a very dramatic fashion, which can create a sense of awkwardness amongst the other targets, to the point where no one really wants to get involved. I mean, who wants to get messy? Who wants to get in the middle of what appears to be just kind of a private argument, or what should be private, but something that's between two other people? And especially when that's not been the experience of the other targets, they're more inclined even to take a step back, to not get involved, to keep quiet, put their head down. Okay, I'm focused on this, and letting the narcissist and the truth teller hash out whatever they need to hash out, or so it seems. But the compliance is another piece of the puzzle that the narcissist, reaps at least temporary benefits from. And by that, I'm thinking just that sense of power, that sense of control. Haha, I've got everybody falling in line with my plans, and I've got everybody listening to me, focused on me. Or, hey, I told that person off, or I put them in their place. You know, the narcissist gets a sense of power from doing that, from just even the act itself. And to do it in front of an audience, are you kidding? All the better, you know, all the more powerful. And the compliance comes in, again, who wants to get messy? Who wants to get involved in, you know, a conflict? And especially if the other targets maybe are more, you know, soft-spoken or more passive just naturally, then they're really not going to want to get involved. And unfortunately, if the other targets haven't done their due diligence, then on top of the cognitive dissonance and not being able to reconcile their experience with the narcissist with this public display in the form of a discard and kind of a verbal beatdown, then they're really going to be at a loss for words. So the narcissist will get fuel from the compliance that they're getting, even in that moment, because, you know, and then being able to circle the wagons, that sense of power, like, okay, we're just going to circle the wagons here and march forward, and then also sending the truth teller, sending them packing, like, hey, get out of here, you're done. So there's a lot going on and a lot at play. That's that chaos and confusion that the narcissists thrive in, and that leaves everybody else kind of like, what is going on? And just kind of doing the best they can to navigate, because they can't see the big picture. And not only that, without the due diligence, they don't really know who and what they're dealing with until they know. At any rate, what is your experience with the narcissist and the twofer of FOMO and compliance? Have you ever watched the narcissist discard someone publicly where you were an onlooker? What did you do? How'd you feel? How'd you handle it? Did you buy the lie? Or did it help reveal to you who and what you were dealing with? Comment below. Let's discuss. In the meantime, I cannot emphasize enough the importance of doing your due diligence. And a lot of times the person that the narcissist is making an example of is actually telling the truth and trying to give a heads up. You're not alone and you're not crazy. Know who you're dealing with, know who you are. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.